poker with Elizabeth?
No, I've not played poker with Elizabeth Mitchell. I'd be frightened of that. I'm already intimidated by her, and that just makes it more so. Hi guys, what's up?
What's up?
Good seeing all of you.
So my burning question. So Revolution got a lot darker in the second half. What's going to happen now that you're on at 8 p.m.? It was really a 10 o'clock show. Now you've got a 10 o'clock show and an 8 p.m. slot. Is that going to change any of the tone?
I'm a subversive son of a bitch. I react to an 8 o'clock time slot by saying, hey, we should get a little more violent. And, what's that?
More blood?
A little, yeah. For the record, the number one note I get from JJ and Bad Robot is, look, man, that's really too violent. But that's just kind of how I react. I don't want to defang the show. It's a really dangerous world. People die in it. They have short and violent lives, and we can't ignore that. We can't suddenly be this fairy tale. We have to sort of be true to it, and so I think you have to sort of embrace the edge of it. So no, I don't think we're actually retracting. And NBC, to their credit, because that was the very first question we asked. Literally the first question was, congratulations, you're 8 p.m. Literally the first email back was, do we have to be less violent? And they were like, no, we want the same show. And I said, terrific. So I think we'll be okay. Unless everyone hates the violence, and then that's a whole other issue, but damn it, I'm sticking with it.
So in your mind, what's sort of the next phase of this story, of this world?
Well, season 1 for me was a very roller coaster of a season, both in terms of the story and frankly emotionally. It was really challenging. It was the hardest show I've ever worked on for sure, by a mile. And so I think we did a lot of things right. I think we did a lot of things really fucking wrong. And so I really, if anyone knows me and knows my experience in Supernatural, I'm very relentless about trying to build a better engine and make the show even better and really learn from what I liked and what I didn't like in season 1. And so for me, it was really great to just play out this storyline of whether or not we should flip a switch. Because at the end of the day, that's a dramatically limited story. Should we turn the switch on? Should we turn the switch off? Here's why we should turn it on. Here's why we should turn it off. I don't want to turn it on. I want to turn it off. And it was enough already. So we turned it on for a little bit, and now it's off, and it's off forever. I've taken that issue off the table. I think what's really great about the world, of our world, is how do you live in this neo-primitive America? And a show where people are firing submachine guns at each other and flying drones is off concept. Even myself, I'm watching the end of the first season, and I'm like, a lot of power in this show without power. And I'm like, what's it about again? And I'm like, okay, I got to get off this away. And so we really pushed through that. We really kind of pushed through the looking glass to a different season 2, where the power's gone. We thought our heroes were going to stop those nukes. They do not. So Atlanta and Philadelphia are gone. The Monroe Republic and Georgia are in disarray. The East Coast is a disaster. It's a much more dangerous landscape. And then we have these guys coming up from Cuba, who we call the Patriots, who even though they claim to be Americans, they're not. They're this very dangerous, very insidious force. They're all like Randall's army, basically. And so now they're flowing up in. And so it's a season where last year was about, should we all run at each other with swords? And trust me, there's going to be a lot of swords. But should we all run at each other with swords? And should we turn a light switch on and off? And this year is about, who's this mysterious army that are coming up? Who's this mysterious force? What's their conspiracy? A battle for the future of America? What did we do at the tower? How did we change reality? It's about God, and it's about being chosen, and it's about being fate, and it's about family. And so we really pushed through into a lot more interesting canvas of questions and mystery, rather than just a very simple, I thought season 1, I thought the first half was too simple, and I thought the second half had too much power. And so I wanted a nice, complex storyline, but in our sort of grittier, more brutal world. our characters look sweaty this year. As much as everyone hated how clean they looked last year, no one hated it more than me. And I yelled, and finally this year, like, we fixed it. So it'll be I think it'll be a more dangerous world.
Thank you so much.